Manchester United have confirmed the signing of Carlos Baleba from Brighton and Hove Albion, and it is the club's third midfield addition of the summer transfer window. The deal is worth an initial £65 million, with a further £5 million in add-ons, taking the total package close to £70 million. Baleba becomes the latest reinforcement from Michael Carrick's midfield, joining earlier signings Andre Onana's teammate Andre Santos and Yori Tielemans, who both arrived at Old Trafford earlier in the window. The Cameroon international was left out of Brighton's matchday squad for their league opener against Aston Villa, a clear signal that his exit was already being finalized behind the scenes. Baleba has signed a 5-year contract with Manchester United, with the option of an additional year attached to the deal. Speaking after the move was confirmed, he described joining the club as fulfilling a long-held ambition. In his own words, "It is an incredible feeling to join the club of my dreams. Playing at Old Trafford is always special, but the opportunity to do so as a Manchester United player will be a real honor. I cannot wait to work with Michael Carrick. His experience and knowledge of the game make him the perfect coach to help me to reach the highest level." He added that the club's ambition was clear to him, stating, "The future is hugely exciting, and I am determined to play my part in delivering the success that we are capable of together." Before we go further into today's headlines, if you are new here, this is Final Whiz, and this channel exists to bring Manchester United fans every transfer update, award announcement, and breaking story the moment it happens. If you want to stay ahead of every Red Devils development, hit that subscribe button now, tap the like button on this video, and drop a comment below telling us whether you think Carlos Baleba is the right man to complete United's midfield rebuild. It genuinely helps this channel grow, and every comment gets read. United's director of football, Jason Wilcox, also issued a statement on the signing. He said, "Carlos is an elite midfielder with immense potential to develop further. He brings a unique combination of qualities that will really complement our squad. We are delighted to further strengthen our midfield with another established senior international with a proven track record of performing in the Premier League." Wilcox continued by describing Baleba's determination to join the club as a factor in the deal, saying his confidence in United's shared ambitions made him the perfect signing as we continue to build a dynamic and entertaining team ready to compete across multiple competitions. Away from the Baleba transfer, Chelsea are reportedly still considering a late move for Marcus Rashford. According to The Independent, any such move would depend on Chelsea first completing a number of outgoing sales, with Aston Villa target Nicholas Jackson among the players who could be sold to fund the deal. This would not be Chelsea's first raid on United's wide forward options in recent seasons. Jadon Sancho and Alejandro Garnacho have both spent time at Stamford Bridge, although Sancho's loan spell did not convert into a permanent transfer, while Garnacho has since completed a permanent move to West London and is currently out on loan again. Rashford himself has spent the last season and a half away from Manchester United on loan, but he returned to the club during pre-season. His second-half appearance in United's defeat to Hull marked his first competitive appearance for his parent club since December 2024. Separately, United's relationship with Barcelona has become strained following the collapse of Rashford's proposed permanent transfer to the Spanish club earlier this year. United were reportedly frustrated when Barcelona attempted to pay less than the agreed £26 million buy option clause, and further irritated when Barcelona proposed a second loan deal instead, an offer United declined. Barcelona have since signed wingers Anthony Gordon and Karim Adeyemi as alternative options. On the individual awards front, Bruno Fernandes has been named the PFA Men's Players Player of the Year at a ceremony held on Tuesday at the Opera House on Quay Street. The United captain beat competition from David Raya, Declan Rice, Erling Haaland, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ryan Cherki to claim the award. All 6 of these players were also named in the PFA Premier League Team of the Year, alongside Antonin Semenyo, Igor Thiago, Yuri Timber, Nico O'Reilly, and Milos Kerkez. Reacting to the award, Fernandes said, "It is obviously a very proud moment. They are the ones you go on the pitch against, and it's probably not easy to vote for someone you play against, so it is a very good moment." Fernandes also collected the Premier League Playmaker of the Season award after registering a record-breaking 21 assists, one more than Thierry Henry's total from the 2002-2003 season. The midfielder also scored 9 goals across the campaign, performances that helped United finish 3rd in the Premier League, their highest league finish in 3 years since Erik ten Hag's first season in charge. This marks the 3rd consecutive season that Fernandes has won the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award, having also claimed it in each each of his first 2 seasons at the club, along with winning United's Players' Player of the Year for the past 2 seasons as well. Earlier in the evening, Fernandes was also asked about the club's signing of Carlos Baleba. He responded, "I think the club has been following him for almost 2 years, and it's a very good moment for the club and for us. I think the fans will love him." Elsewhere at the ceremony, Fernandes' teammate Kobbie Mainoo missed out on the PFA Young Player of the Year award, which was instead awarded to Cross City rival Nico O'Reilly, ahead of nominees Ryan Cherki, Bournemouth's Julio Enciso, Arsenal's Max Baumann, and Liverpool's Rio Ngumoha. Turning to defensive concerns, a report from TalkSport has stated that Lisandro Martinez faces a fight to save his Manchester United career. Martinez cost £57 million when he arrived from Ajax in 2022, but has spent large portions of his time at Old Trafford in the treatment room. His contract is due to expire at the end of the current campaign, and the report states that the club will trigger the option year within his deal to protect their investment. However, if Martinez continues to struggle with fitness this season, the decision has already been made to sell him next summer. The report stated, "Sources have confirmed they are ready to take up the extra year's option in Martinez's contract, which is due to expire at the end of the season. However, there is a feeling inside the corridors of power at Carrington that Martinez needs to prove his ability to stay fit or be sold next summer." Since joining from Ajax 4 years ago, Martinez has missed nearly 80 Premier League games due to various injuries, and he turns 29 in January. He was an unused substitute in United's 2-0 defeat to Hull, and is now pushing for a starting place against Ipswich Town, having also featured for Argentina in their World Cup final defeat to Spain. On the transfer front for defensive reinforcements, Manchester United are also considering a move for Barcelona left-back Alejandro Balde, though a deal could cost the club around £38.5 million, according to The Athletic. A loan option has also been discussed if it suits all parties involved. Balde was left out of Barcelona's squad for their weekend match against Elche. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick commented on the player's situation, saying, "I spoke with Balde this morning and told him that I think he's not here at 100% clear mind, and then we'll talk." However, a move for Newcastle United star Lewis Hall currently appears to be off the table for the time being. According to the Manchester Evening News, United sources have downplayed the club's chances of signing Balde, with Barcelona reportedly wanting £30 million for the player and unwilling to sanction any loan agreement. United are considered unlikely to spend that amount on a left-back, given their long-term priority of signing Lewis Hall, whom Newcastle have stated they will not sell under any circumstances, a stance reiterated by new head coach Matthias Jaisley following Newcastle's 2-2 draw with Liverpool. As an alternative, RB Leipzig captain David Raum has also been linked, though he is valued similarly to Balde at around £30 million. The most cost-effective option under consideration is Jorge Sáenz of Racing Santander, who has a release clause worth €16 million, approximately £4 million. The report adds that United's plan is to sign a cheaper left-back option now to compete with Luke Shaw, before returning with a bid in the region of £70 million or more for Lewis Hall next summer, depending on his performances this season. United's concern centers on Shaw's ability to feature in both Premier League and Champions League fixtures this season, given his injury history. Finally, on the European front, 5 Premier League clubs will take part in the league phase of the 2026-27 UEFA Champions League phase. The Champions League phase draw is scheduled for Thursday, the 27th of August at 5 p.m. UK time, with match dates and kickoff times to be confirmed by Saturday at the latest, and the opening league phase matches beginning on September 8th. As has been the case since the competition introduced its current league phase format, each club will face 2 opponents from Pot 1, 2 from Pot 2, 2 from Pot 3, and 2 from Pot 4. Based on a simulated draw, United's Pot 1 opponents are projected to be Real Madrid at home and Paris Saint-Germain at home, a repeat of the two sides meeting in 2019. From Pot 2, United are projected to face Club Brugge at home and Porto away. Pot 3 opponents are simulated as Napoli and Bodo Glimt, while Pot 4 brings Slavia Prague at home and playoff qualifiers Lask away. United's absence from European competition last season is the reason behind their Pot 2 seeding this time around, despite this being their first Champions League campaign under Michael Carrick. That covers every major headline from Old Trafford today. Carlos Baleba's £70 million move now confirmed, Bruno Fernandes collecting the PFA's biggest individual honor, Marcus Rashford's future once again under scrutiny, and Lisandro Martinez fighting to secure his long-term place at the club. If you found this update useful, make sure to subscribe to Final Whiz so you never miss the next Manchester United story as it breaks. Hit that like button before you go, and leave a comment below with your prediction on how this transfer window will end for the Red Devils. We will see you in the next one.